Good evening. It is Wednesday, January 5th, 2022. Welcome to the Town of Carmel Town Board's organizational meeting. I'm calling this meeting to order and asking our town clerk, Ann Spofford, to call an attendance roll call.
Councilman Baranowski.
Here.
Councilman Lombardi.
Here.
Councilwoman McDonough. Yes. Councilman Channel.
Here.
And Supervisor Kazari.
Present. I ask everyone to please stand, face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. If you'd all remain standing for a moment of silence for our first responders, our men and women in uniform that keep us safe. Thank you. So this year, I'd like to change it up somewhat meeting-wise. I'm moving the residents' public comments to the beginning of the meeting. Remember, it is agenda items only. When you get up to speak, clearly state your name and your address, and you are limited to 3 minutes. Thank you. Is there anyone that would like to take this opportunity to speak?
Tom Iannicari from Allen Twitty Insurance, we're a local agency. I'm here every year. For the new board members that don't know, I come here every year at this meeting to address the whole subject of number 20, designating insurance agent. It's kind of an interesting tradition, but your insurance agent is designated the moment you sign and give over a deposit in the policy. So I come here every year to implore the town board to do a proper RFP, which a proper one has not been done maybe 15 years or more. There's a lot of changes that happen in the insurance industry, and you should have access to those changes. I work with my associate from FOA and Son, and tonight we decided to take a little different tack than my prior, speeches. We want to partner with the town board and the taxpayers to represent your reduction of a sizable 7-figure annual insurance cost. This will be done by managing your bid process according to industry standards to produce without impacting much time from the municipal staff. It is believed that the town has not really offered a serious across-the-board bid for the insurance in some time. The exception, which was conducted between FOA and Son, myself, with Brown & Brown Spain Insurance in 2019. At that time, we offered a fabulous package from Travelers Insurance for a reduction of $103,000 in insurance cost without impacting any coverage for the town, 25%. And with a company that is backed by the state of New York, should it fail, versus Brown & Brown's company, the New York Municipal Reciprocal Insurance Program, which you have enjoyed for several years. The board at the time refused to accept that offer, continuing with the current policy, which would only be reduced by $80,000, leaving about 24 grand on the table. The only way to have as Michael, as you've said time and time again, a truly transparent choice and process in insurance for any municipality is an open request for bid, RFP. That will include all agencies in the area that are qualified to do this type of insurance and to manage such an account. An RFP can be time-consuming, as we know, entailing the release of policy information, which can be complex, and questions and answers to be handled from the different departments to collecting the bids and comparing them to areas of existing policies. Much of these falls on the hands of overburdened comptroller's office.
If you could just
We're looking to...
Finish that up, Tom,
we're-
please.
We're looking to offer you the following. With our experience in municipal policies for 20-some years, and many municipalities throughout the Hudson Valley, we want to offer to manage, we'll manage the town's RFP, and we will handle it effectively and professionally
All right.
to the widest scope.
Thank-
And I have points. What I'll
All right,
I'll
but
do-
thank you, thank you for your comments.
What I'll do is I will email them to you.
Yes, so that's what I wanted to say, was if you have something to say
Yeah.
that's not an agenda item or you're running on, you
Yeah.
can email the town board, myself, or you can call the supervisor's office at Town Hall
Yeah.
during regular business hours. Thank
Right.
you very much for your comments.
All right. Take care.
Thank you.
I get my construction hats here. Don't chuckle too much, but my name is Kevin McCarthy. I'm up in Mayapack Hills. I've been here 48 years. Bill Hines, who is president of the association, has asked me to make some of these meetings so that I can let people know in our association what's going on. A Happy New Year to you all. I haven't attended in 48 years, but I'm glad to start making some of the meetings. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So if there's no other comments, we'll move on to our voting meeting. Okay, the first item is setting the seating order for town board members. Resolution setting seating order for town board members. Resolved that the town board members will be seated as follows, left to right, facing the dais. Frank Lombardi, Robert Schnell, Michael Kazari, Susan McDonough, and Stephen Baranowski. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Second.
We gotta do roll call.
Oh, we
All in favor?
Oh, on that one we have to do roll call?
Okay.
Oh, okay, sorry, roll call.
Proper first.
What are we doing?
We have to do a roll call, right?
No, you could do an all in favor.
Oh, we can, all right, so everyone's in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So from my recollection, Supervisor, I think there's several of these that we can do just, everybody in favor type of thing.
Well, it's just the ones
Greg,
with money.
let us know the ones that we can't, so this
It's
way.
just the ones-
I'll say roll call
Okay.
when it's time, okay?
Yes, just the ones involving money. So
Don't say it.
if we move down, let's go this way now through the rest?
Sure.
Oh, I have to read the top.
Okay.
Yes. All right, so the second one is establishing dates, times, and locations of town board meetings.
No,
Right
that's
there,
number,
number two.
number two.
Setting roll call vote.
Oh, setting roll call voting order for town board members. Councilman Lombardi.
Resolved that the roll call voting order of the town board shall be as follows. Stephen Baranowski, Frank Lombardi, Suzanne McDonough, Robert Schnell, Michael Kazari. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so now establishing dates, times, location of town board meetings. Bob?
Resolved that the regular voting meetings of the Town Board of the Town of Carmel shall be held on the first and third Wednesdays of each month, commencing Wednesday, January 19th, 2022, at the Town Hall, 60 McAlpin Avenue, Mahopac, New York, at 7 o'clock p.m., with the exception of Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022, which shall be held in the Hamlet of Carmel at the Knights of Columbus Hall, 10 Fair Street, Carmel, New York, 10512, at 7 o'clock p.m. Be it further resolved that all work sessions of the Town Board of the Town of Carmel shall be held on the second and third Wednesdays of each month, commencing Wednesday, January 12th, 2022, and all work sessions scheduled for the third Wednesdays shall commence immediately following the regular voting meetings. All work sessions shall be held at the Town of Carmel Town Hall, 60 McAlpin Avenue, Mahopac, New York, at 7 o'clock p.m., with the exception of Wednesday, October 12th, 2022, which shall be held in the Hamlet of Carmel at the Knights of Columbus Hall, 10 Fair Street, Carmel, New York, 10512, at 7 o'clock p.m. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so number 4, setting rules of order for town board members. Resolution setting rules of order for town board members. Be it resolved that the rules of order for the town board meetings shall be Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised. I Offer this resolution as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so,
Just one thing. Are you going to repeat the seconds, or do you just want me to, like,
do you want me to repeat the seconds?
First one is fine.
All right, so number 5 is appointing, this one we'll have to vote on, appointing police commissioners. Yes, Sue?
Yes. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints all members of the Town Board to serve as the Board of Police Commissioners. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
All right, so roll call vote, please,
I second
Ann
that.
Spofford?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes.
Okay.
So
Tell me if you don't know.
So 6 is acknowledging designation of deputy supervisor. Stephen?
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby acknowledges the designation by Supervisor Kazari of Councilman Robert Channel as Deputy Supervisor.
I offer this resolution as read.
I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Is that one, that's all in favor? What do you want?
You can all favor
Yep.
that.
Yep,
Aye. Aye.
so that's passed. Appointing town controller. Frank?
This is resolution number 7, resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Mary Ann Maxwell as Town Controller for a term effective January 3rd, 2022, ending December 31st, 2023, at a salary contained in the 2020 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, so that's carried. 8, creating the position of chief of staff in the supervisor's office and making appointment. Who was last, me? Bob.
I'll go next one.
That's roll call.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel, upon the recommendation of Supervisor Michael Kazari, hereby creates the position of Chief of Staff in the Town of Carmel Supervisor's Office and appoints Ann Pascarello to the said position effective January 3rd, 2022, for a term ending December 31st, 2023, at the salary contained in the 2022 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
That was seconded by Councilman Lombardi and
McDonough.
Councilwoman McDonough, right? Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. Is that carried? So 9, appointing assistant to the town board. Resolved that the town board of the town of Carmel hereby appoints Ann Pascarello as assistant to the town board effective January 3rd, 2022, for a term ending December 31st, 2023, at the salary contained in the 2022 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Frank Lombardi.
Roll call vote, Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes. Carried. 10, making promotional probationary appointment of principal office assistant, office of the supervisor. Councilwoman McDonough?
Sure. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Joanna Torelli to the position of Principal Office Assistant in the Town of Carmel Supervisor's Office at a CSEA Group 4, Step 1, salary effective January 3rd, 2022, on a promotional probationary basis and subject to the provisions of the Civil Service Law and the Civil Service Rules and Regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Stephen Baranowski and Councilman Channel. Roll call vote?
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, carried. 11, making promotional probationary appointment of principal office assistant in the building department. Councilman Baranowski.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Ann Peisty to the position of Principal Office Assistant in the Town of Carmel Building Department at a CSEA Group 4, Step 1 salary level, effective January 1, 2022, on a promotional probationary basis and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Steve, you just might have made a
Date,
vision
Third,
change.
not the
It's
first.
2022.
January 3rd.
What did I say,
January
21?
3rd.
Yeah, January 3rd, 2022.
Okay.
So seconded by Councilwoman
Thank you.
McDonough.
You're welcome.
Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes. Motion carried. Number 12, making promotional probationary appointment of Principal Office Assistant, Department of Recreation and Parks. Right? Frank.
Frank.
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Nancy Slattery to the position of Principal Office Assistant in the Town of Carmel Department of Recreation and Parks at a CSEA Group 4, Step 1 salary level, effective January 3rd, 2022, on a promotional probationary basis and subject to the provisions of the civil service law and civil service rules and regulations. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, carried. 14, making promotional probationary appointment of Senior Real Property Appraiser, Office of Tax Assessor. Councilman Shannon.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Mary Rose McNamara to the position of Principal Office Assistant in the Town of Carmel Police Department at a SCA Group 4, Step 1 salary level, effective January 3rd, 2022, on a promotional probationary basis and subject to provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I've offered this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, carried. So 14, making promotional probationary appointment of Senior Real Property Appraiser, Office of Town Assessor. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Christopher Palio to the position of Senior Real Property Appraiser in the Town of Carmel Assessor's Office at the CSEA Group 9, Step 1 salary level, effective January 3rd, 2022, on a promotional probationary basis and subject to the provisions of civil service law and civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shano and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, carried. 15, making promotional probationary appointment of Senior Account Clerk 2 in the Office of Receiver of Taxes. Councilwoman McDonough.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Antoinette Pesavento to the position of Senior Account Clerk 2 in the Town of Carmel Receiver of Taxes at a CSEA Group 8, Step 2 salary level, effective January 3rd, 2022, on a promotional probationary basis and subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannon.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, motion carried. 16, making probationary appointment of park maintenance worker in the Town of Carmel Recreation Department. Councilman Baranowski.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Jason Hope to the position of Park Maintenance Worker in the Town of Carmel Recreation Department on a probationary basis at a CSEA Group 5, Step 1 salary level, effective January 6, 2022, subject to the provisions of civil service law and the civil service rules and regulations. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shannell. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, motion carried. 17, authorizing the town supervisor to sign a stipulation changing salary group of fire inspector, Town of Carmel Building Department. Councilman Lombardi, would you read? Sure.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorize the town supervisor to sign a stipulation of agreement effective January 1st, 2022, for Fire Inspector Joseph Wilichowski, employee number 2506, and shall be placed at a Step 1 of Salary Group 8, as specified in Appendix E of the collective bargaining agreement between the Town of Carmel and Local 840 CSEA AFSCME-AFL-CIO that expired on December 31st, 2021, and was modified and entered by and extended by a memorandum of agreement with a duration of January 1, 2022 to January 1, 2026. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, motion carried. 18, designating official newspapers for the Town of Carmel. Councilman Shannell.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel designates the Putnam County Press and the Mahopac News as the official newspapers of the Town of Carmel for the year 2022, and the unit rates referenced in the proposals filed in the office of the Town Clerk, and be it resolved that those situations where the town is required by law to publish in a daily newspaper, the Journal News is hereby designated as the daily newspaper in which publication shall be made. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilman Lombardi. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Designate, number 19, designating official depositories. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby designates any commercial bank authorized to do business in the state of New York as an official depository for the Town of Carmel funds and investments, provided all deposits are properly collateralized. Oh, collateralized, thank you, in accordance with New York State law, and hereby authorizes the town supervisor to deposit funds in any authorized depository for the fiscal year 2022 in order to obtain the maximum rate of interest on said deposits. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. This we need a roll call vote for.
Yes. Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, motion carried. 20, designating insurance agent. Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints the Brown and Brown of New York, Inc., DBA Spain Agency, 625 Route 6, Mahopac, New York, as insurance agents and brokers of record for the Town of Carmel for the year 2022. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution carried. 21, authorizing petty cash funds for fiscal year 2022. Councilman Baranowski.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the establishment of petty cash funds in the following departments at the following amounts for fiscal year 2022. Supervisor, $200. Receiver of taxes, $500. Justice Court, $200. Recreation, $200. Town Clerk, $200. Police Chief, $200. Building Maintenance, $100. Superintendent of Highways, $300. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Baranowski. Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution carried. 22, setting mileage rate for fiscal year 2022. Councilman Lombardi, please.
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby establishes the mileage reimbursement rate for 2022 at the IRS rate for 2022. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shannell and Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi. Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution carried. 23, setting rates for 2022 Highway Department temporary help, right? Yep.
Yep.
Channel.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the following rates for Highway Department temporary help for fiscal year 2022. Private plowers, minimum 2,500 series truck, 1-ton truck with plow, at $60 per hour. Drivers, laborers only, and town trucks, $30 an hour. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution carried. 24, designated council members as liaisons to special committees. Be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby designates the following town council members as liaisons for the following purposes. Councilman Stephen Baranowski, liaison to CSEA and Veterans, Special Legal Counsel, other government agencies including county, state, and school districts and libraries, Lake Park District Advisory Boards, Lake Cassee, Lake Secor, Teakettle Lake, Teakettle Spout Lake, and Lake Mahopac. Councilwoman Susan McDonough, liaison to CSEA, Veterans and Planning Board, Recreation, Cable TV Advisory Board, other government agencies including county, state, and school districts, liaison to the Hamlet of Carmel Civic Association and the local Chamber of Commerce. Councilman Robert Shannell, liaison to Police Department, Highway Department, Recreation, and other government agencies including county, state, and school districts, libraries, all administrative boards including Planning, Zoning, ECB, Ethics Board, Cable TV Advisory Boards. Councilman Frank Lombardi, liaison to Special Legal Counsel, Highway Department, Police, Administrative Boards to include Zoning, ECB, and Ethics Board, liaison to Hamlet of Carmel Civic Association, and other government agencies including county, state, and school districts, and the local Chamber of Commerce and all Lake Park District Advisory Boards, Lake Cassee, Lake Secor, Teakettle Spout Lake, and Lake Mahopac. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Baranowski. We don't need a roll call, so all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Resolution carried. All right, Resolution 25, resolution appointing chair of Town of Carmel Planning Board. Councilwoman McDonough?
Sure, resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Craig Paper as chairman of the Town of Carmel Planning Board for the year 2022. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski and Councilman Lombardi. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. Resolution carried. 26, resolution appointing vice chair, Town of Carmel Planning Board. Councilman,
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Anthony Giannico as Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Planning Board for the year 2022.
Second.
I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
seconded by Councilman Shannell. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 27, resolution making appointment to Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals. Councilman Lombardi?
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Philip Aglietti to the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals for a term retroactive to January 1, 2022, and expiring December 31st, 2026. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Shannell. All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution carried. 28, resolution making appointment to Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Rosemary Fabiano to the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals for a term retroactive to January 1st, 2022, and expiring December 31st, 2026. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 29, resolution appointing chairman of the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints John Maxwell as chairman of the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals for the year 2022. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Lombardi. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 30, resolution appointing vice chairman, Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals.
Sure. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Philip Aglietti as Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Zoning Boards of Appeals for the year 2022. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilman Baranowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution passed. Resolution 31, appointing chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints Robert Laga as chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board for the year 2022. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi and Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Resolution carried. Resolution appointing 32, resolution appointing vice chairman, Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board.
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints Nicholas Fannin as Vice Chairman of the Town of Carmel Environmental Conservation Board for the year 2022. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Channel. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 33, resolution setting salaries for fiscal year 2022 for certain officials in the town and for employees of the town not covered by a collective bargaining agreement.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the salaries for fiscal year 2022 for the following officials and employees of the town not covered under the terms of a collective bargaining agreement: Town Controller, Receiver of Taxes, Town Justices, Town Engineer, Director of Parks and Recreation, Town Assessor, Deputy Town Clerk, Deputy Highway Superintendent, Deputy Receiver of Taxes, Clerks to the Town Justices, Chief of Staff / Assistant to the Town Board, at the amount set forth in the 2022 budget as adopted. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes, resolution carried. 34, resolution authorizing signing of contracts for town council legal services. Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the entry into contract with Gregory L. Falchetti Esquire, 1875 Route 6, Carmel, New York, 10512, for legal services as town council and counsel to the Town of Carmel Zoning Board of Appeals, and be it further resolved that Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is authorized and designated to execute such contract on behalf of the Town of Carmel in form as attached hereto and made a part thereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough and Lombardi and Baranowski. So roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski.
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi.
With pleasure.
Councilwoman McDonough.
Yes.
Councilman Shannell.
With pleasure.
Supervisor Kazari.
Yes. Resolution carried. Resolution authorizing signing of contract for special district council legal services.
Yes. points, resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the entry into contract with Gregory L. Fulchetti, Esquire, 1875 Route 6, Carmel, New York, 10512, for legal services as Special District Counsel for the Town of Carmel Sewer, Water, and Lighting Districts. And be further resolved, the Town Supervisor, Michael Kazari, is authorized and designated to execute said contract on behalf of the Town of Carmel. And form is attached hereto and made a part thereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Channel and, just the whole board? Yeah, all right, the whole board.
The board.
Including yourself?
Yes, all right. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. 36, resolution authorized signing of contract for special legal services and planning board, environmental conservation board, cable advisory board, and ethics board.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the entry into contract with Joseph A. Charbonneau, Esquire, 3 Star Ridge Road, Brewster, New York, 10509, for legal services special counsel to the Town of Carmel Planning Board, Environmental Conservation Board, Cable Advisory Board, and Ethics Board. And be it further resolved that Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is authorized and designated to execute said contract on behalf of the Town of Carmel, in form as attached hereto and made a part thereof. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Second. Seconded by the whole board, yep. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi? Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. 37, resolution making appointments to Town of Carmel Lake Cassie Park District Advisory Board.
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel hereby appoints the following residents to the Town of Carmel Lake Cassie Park District Advisory Board for a term commencing retroactive to January 1, 2022, and expiring December 31st, 2022. John Aquina, Teresa DePace, Eddie Handelin, Stacy Ann Kelly, Kim Kugler, Scott Serbins, and Joseph Zacone. I offer the resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Channel. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 38, resolution making appointments to the Town of Carmel Lake Mahopac Park District Advisory Board.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints the following residents to the Town of Carmel Lake Mahopac Park District Advisory Board for a term commencing retroactive to January 1st, 2022, and expiring December 31st, 2022. Compton, Spain, Charles Lenglitz, James Maxwell, John Maxwell, and Robert Frankel. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 39, a resolution authorizing attendance of officers and employees to attend the Association of Towns Conference. Whereas the annual meeting and training school of the Association of Towns is to be held in New York, New York from February 20th through the 23rd, 2022, and whereas in the past, the information and training available at said meeting and the seminars conducted there have proven to be helpful to the town officers and employees in the performance of their duties, and it is in the best interest of the Town of Carmel to have certain of its officers and employees attend such meetings and training schools. Now, thereafter, be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby authorizes the following officers and employees of the town to attend the Association of Towns Conference in New York, New York, and that the reasonable and necessary expenses of said persons be reimbursed by the town upon audit and approval by the Town Comptroller to the extent reserved in the 2022 conference and seminars line of the court budget. Thomas Jacobellis, Town Justice; Daniel Miller, Town Justice; Patricia Jenna, Town Court Clerk; Francine Schmansky, Senior Account Clerk; Marie Paprocki, Clerk to Town Justice; Lisa Lacadera, Clerk to Town Justice; Mary Ann Maxwell, Town Controller; Ann Pasquarello, Chief of Staff. Be it further resolved that the entire town board of the town of Carmel is also authorized to attend the Association of Towns Conference in New York, New York, and that their reasonable and necessary expenses be reimbursed by the town upon audit and approval of the Comptroller's Office. I offer this resolution as read. Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. We need a roll call? Yeah, roll call, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution passed. 40, resolution designated Town of Carmel delegate at the 2022 Association of Towns Annual Business Session.
Resolved that Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby designated as the voting delegate, and Councilman Robert Chanel is hereby designated as the alternate voting delegate of the Town of Carmel to the 2022 Annual Business Session of the Association of Towns of the State of New York, to be held in New York City from February 20th through the 23rd, 2022, and are hereby authorized to cast the vote of the Town of Carmel pursuant to Section 6 of Article 3 of the Constitution and bylaws of said association. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 41, resolution adopting Town of Carmel 2022 subject matter list and office retention schedule.
Resolved that upon the recommendation of Ann Spofford, Town Clerk, the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby adopts the Town of Carmel 2022 subject matter list and records retention schedule as pre-filed with the Town Clerk. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Resolution carried. 42, resolution for review and renewal of the Town of Carmel procurement policy. Councilman Lombardi?
Whereas Section 104-B of the General Municipal Law requiring the governing body of every municipality to annually review their official procurement policy for the purchase of all goods and services which are not required by law to be publicly bid. And whereas the town board deems that no revisions are necessary at this time, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby renews the procurement policy which is attached hereto and made part hereof, and designates the town controller's office to distribute the policy to all department heads. And be it further resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby designates the responsible purchasing agents and titles as set forth within the aforesaid policy. I offer this resolution as read. Second.
Seconded by Councilman Shannell. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Resolution carries. Resolution establishing seasonal, temporary, and part-time workers' wage rates.
Resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the seasonal/temporary full-time workers' maximum wage rates for the following title effective January 1st, 2022. Seasonal/temporary full-time workers, position in or tile, seasonal temporary, hourly wage rate based on cumulative hours of service. So seasonal temp would be $12.50 an hour for 0 to 500 hours, 501 to 1,000 hours, $13.50, 1,001 to 1,500 hours, $14.50, and 1,501 to maximum would be $15.50. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Lombardi. I think you need a roll call. Roll call.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. 44, resolution setting rates for 2022 part-time and temporary help. Resolved that the town board of the Town of Carmel hereby sets the following rates for part-time temporary help in the following departments for fiscal year 2022 as pre-filed with the town clerk. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough. Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Shannell?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. Thank you, Frank, for that. 45, Resolution appointing counsel certiorari litigation.
Resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel hereby appoints John B. Cherico, 312 Battle Avenue, White Plains, New York, as counsel for the Town of Carmel in the matter known as 888 Route 6 LLC versus the Town of Carmel, and pending in Putnam County Supreme Court under index number 501015/2021. And be further resolved that said services are hereby authorized at a rate of $300 per hour. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councilman Baranowski. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Oh, you have to roll call?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so roll call, sorry.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. 46, resolution authorizing emergency expenditure of monies from the Carmel Sewer District 4 Repair Reserve Fund. Councilman Lombardi, right?
Nope, back
No?
to me.
Oh,
Back to
Baranowski.
Steve.
Whereas the Town of Carmel has a repair reserve fund for Carmel Sewer District Number 4 established pursuant to GML 6D, and whereas in cases of emergency, monies in such fund may be expended by resolution approved by not less than two-thirds of the members of the governing body, and whereas it is recommended by the Town Comptroller's Office that monies in the fund be used to pay for the cost of emergency repairs. Now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Carmel authorizes the appropriation of monies from the Repair Reserve Fund not to exceed $43,750 for emergency service calls in 2021. And be it further resolved that not less than one half of the money so expended be repaid in fiscal year 2023, and the total amount shall be repaid in full not later than the last day of fiscal year 2024. And be it further resolved that this resolution and authorization shall be deemed to have an effective date of December 31, 2021. I offer this resolution as read.
Second.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough.
Roll call.
Roll call vote.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. 47, resolution authorizing purchase of vehicles and equipment, Town of Carmel Highway Department.
Resolved that the Town Board of Town of Carmel, upon the request and recommendation of Town of Carmel Superintendent of Highways Michael J. Simoni, hereby authorizes the purchase of the following equipment and vehicles for the Town of Carmel Highway Department. 2010 International 4300 utility from vendor Upstate Auto Sales, Hoosick Falls, New York, at a cost not to exceed $18,900. A New Holland L328 skid steer loader from vendor Westchester Tractor, Inc., Brewster, New York, at a cost not to exceed $70,575.23 per New York State OGS contract number PC 6265, New Holland member 4652, Southwell member NH number 32119. Next is a John Deere 410L backhoe loader from vendor Jesco Inc., Beacon, New York, at a cost not to exceed $124,900 per OGS contract number PC 69403, Sourcewell contract number 032119-JDC. Now be it further resolved, the Town Supervisor Michael Kazari is hereby authorized to sign any necessary documentation to effectuate the authorization set forth herein, and be it further resolved that Town Controller Mary Ann Maxwell is hereby authorized to make any and all necessary budget revisions to effect the aforesaid purchase transaction herein. I offer this resolution as read.
Seconded by Councilwoman McDonough and Councilman Channel. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Baranowski?
Yes.
Councilman Lombardi?
Aye.
Councilwoman McDonough?
Yes.
Councilman Channel?
Yes.
Supervisor Kazari?
Yes, resolution carried. So that was long.
Yep, so I
Thank you for
think
your help.
there's just one, there's just, on number 3, the second paragraph, it says that the town The work sessions of the town board of the town of Carmel should be held on the second and, I think it said second and third Wednesdays.
That's correct. I take it back.
You take it back?
Because the third is a double.
So the third's going to be a double
So
meeting?
It is correct. There's a voting meeting on the first and third, and the second and third.
Is
there
a
are work se-
double?
Are work
And then
sessions.
a
They're-
work
they're-
session, and then nothing on the fourth?
It's correct.
Got it.
So that's good.
It's good.
That's good.
Thanks, Annie.
Yes, thank everybody for helping me with all of this.
And just number 47 with my Superintendent Simone, this was equipment that was taken out of his budget for this year. Just so the public knows exactly what we're doing with the equipment. It was much needed, and he did his very
Yes,
good homework on it and got us a very good deal on what we needed.
Good evening, Board, and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for letting me walk this on. This was one of these things that was time of the essence with the supply chain issues that the country has been facing. I was able to, in the month of December, secure these and get these, the skid steer. I found out today that it will be in the dealer's hands in February, so I'll be looking at that. The backhoe, with the ability to go out and get it right now and purchase it, I will be looking at that in February. And again, the truck that we talked about, they're holding it for us in Albany, and we will be getting on and picking that up this week. So I thank you all for letting me walk on to this organizational meeting. But again, unfortunately, these times, I'd like to be a lot more forthcoming. But when somebody says you better do it now, or you might not see it for a year, I hear them. So
Good work.
Yes,
And they were, everything was purchased on the state contract
I have a
bids.
state contract,
So it's not-
and again, this is out of money we have budgeted.
Correct.
So I'm not affecting the budget at all. So
No, I appreciate that.
yep.
Thank you.
Thank you. So before the town board members' comments, I just want to thank everybody for helping me through that with pronunciations and whatnot. That it was brutal, but we made it through. Thank
You
you.
did great.
Well, luckily, Supervisor, that agenda length is once every 2 years.
Yeah.
So you're fine.
Did a great job.
So other than thanking all of you, and this is going to be a great year, because this board came together and working together great. The only announcement, other than everybody just have a great year, Happy New Year, is the Christmas tree pickup that AAA is doing. If you're Monday and Thursday, your collection of your trees on the 12th of January, and if you're Tuesday and Friday, it's on the 19th. Don't wrap the tree in a bag. Just leave the tree out, and it's real trees. Don't put artificial trees out. And other than that, thank you everybody that came, and thank everybody that's watching the meeting. Good things are coming this year. So now we'll do town board members' comments.
No comment other than it's my pleasure to be working with this board again, Supervisor, under your direction, and any assistance that I can continue to provide you, I'll be more than happy to do so, and I look forward to working with everybody to the benefit of the entire town.
Thank you. I would like to thank the town supervisor for appointing me as his deputy. It's an honor and a privilege, and I thank the town board for their support. I'm looking forward to working with everyone on the town board to do the best work that we possibly can for the residents of Carmel. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and I'm really looking forward to the next 4 years. And Mike, it's going to be really awesome working with you and everyone here, and I'm looking for a lot of positivityness and moving forward.
Just two quick things for me. First, I'm honored to be serving with this board, and I think we're going to do great things for this community. And the second thing is, since Highway Superintendent Simone is here, I just wanted to acknowledge and say thank you to your team for getting out there this morning and getting things cleaned up and de-iced quickly. It was one of those crazy weather mornings, but I just wanted to recognize your team for getting out there.
So can I have a motion to close the meeting?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Seconded.
Councilwoman Barty with the motion, and Shannell and Baranowski with the second.
All those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, everyone. Have a
Yes,
good
good
night. Be
night.
safe.
Good night.